Previously on They See Me Rollin'.
All of you need to get out of town, and you won't be safe here anymore. You're free from any obligation. The king has ordered an exploration into the caverns. There's lots of goblins there. All goblins need to be executed. You see in the moonlight a little goblin. Oh, by the way, my name's Yerp. You can see a cavern room. You count a total of 23 goblins huddled together in 3 smaller groups.
I can see your beautiful reflection in that water that's pouring down from the ceiling and going into a crack behind those boulders.
Why don't you try moving that one?
I move the boulder aside.
So what you see is basically a natural water slide.
I jump headfirst down it.
You see a towering blob of mouths and eyes slowly swimming and oozing its way towards you.
Relatable.
Okay, so you guys were facing a horrible, disgusting monster, and it was like had lots of mouths and eyeballs, and it was screaming, and lots of different emotions were coming out of that mouth of it.
What? I want to hear what it sounds like, Stan. Can you set the stage? Like, do some scary noises.
Let's do some scary noises.
Yeah, I want to hear what it sounded like.
Like, one of the screams would probably be like, ah! And then another scream might be, ah! And then another one might be, ooh.
Was that one of the faces is a frightened Southern belle?
When you edit this, can you edit those 3 all together so that they happen at the same time? That'd be rad.
Sure, I'll do that right now. And there we go. That's all 3 of them together that you guys can't hear because I have to edit them all together.
Oh my! Oh God! It's so terrifying. Wilhelm, no! They got Wilhelm, those bastards.
So how far away is this ugly looking thing?
This damn thing is in the water, and it's coming at you very slowly, and it is, let's say 30 feet away.
Oh man, it'd be so rad if Skumk could turn into a shark.
Yeah, Skumk can't turn into anything right now.
Anything with swim speed. Oh yeah, and I haven't taken a rest.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's not great.
No. Let's roll initiative.
Skumk starts yelling along with it, like, ah! To try and relate to it.
And just because Skump is doing it, Coen joins in. I
look disapprovingly at both of you.
Especially since it does not seem to be reacting like in any way whatsoever.
We need to try and empathize with it.
We need to figure out its language. Let's get a whiteboard and start mapping its verbal conjugates or whatever.
Yeah,
something smart. All right. Smart stuff.
Conjugate those screams.
It doesn't seem to be verbalizing anything except for sensations.
Ooh.
Pleasurable
some
sensations.
What? Sensations.
Ooh.
What sensation is that, Ivan?
Spookiness.
It's sensational.
God damn it. Edit that out.
Screw you.
It might be, because I'm still waiting on Ivan to roll for initiative.
Sorry.
All right. So it looks like it's going to be Coen, Skumk, the monster, and then Jelly. And, you know what? You know what else? Who else needs to roll initiative? Golly gee willikers.
Yeah!
Our friend, who I just fucking closed his thing. God
Are
damn
all
it.
of the other goblins down here with us? Or is it just him?
No,
You
just
really
the one.
You don't listen
just
to our episodes, do you?
I listened to it today.
You've got the memory of Dory.
Literally, last episode you asked whether they
You asked the same question.
aren't we trying to lead them through this cave? Shouldn't they come with us if we're leading them through the cave?
This is why they're not down here, in case something was some monster was
Yerp
down here.
said he was going to check and see if it was safe first. Right now, probably not safe.
Do we really know how dangerous this thing is? All it's done so far is scream.
I have a feeling we're about to find out.
Oh, right. Yerp got 20, so he's going to go first.
Hey, Yurt. Well done.
Good job, buddy.
Good job. How does rolling initiative figure into the game universe?
Yerp won D&D.
I saw him
Back it up. Podcast over.
React really, really strongly to this creature, and I was like, "Wow, good reflexes."
Like Yerp sees it and goes, "Holy shit! I got to kill that thing!"
And I was like, "Good job, buddy."
Get up on that.
So Yerp starts swimming towards it.
Swimming.
Yeah, swimming, because it's over there is deep for him. He's only 3 feet high, and as he swims towards it, he pops out of the water and says, "It's gonna be okay, Coen. It's not too deep. It's not too deep." As soon as he gets closer and closer, you notice something is kind of affecting him, and now he has to roll a DC 10 Wisdom saving throw.
I can't swim yet. There's no way I'm saving you if you drown.
Well, you won't have to swim, is what he's saying.
You could have used ranged weapons if you had any.
Or not be a chump and take spellcasting.
And what is your wisdom, motherfucker? It's +1. And he fails. So, cool.
And we just found out more about what Yurt does to his mother than I'd like to know.
So Yerp rolled a 9. And let's see here. Now you have to roll a D8. 3. Okay.
Coen, that's a common rumor about goblins, but it is not true.
I certainly hope not. And just because you denied that, it means it must be true.
I mean, if a goblin
wait a minute. Check your human privilege right now, sir, all right? Stop assuming things about other species.
So you see Yerp kind of just floating there about 8 feet away from the thing, and he doesn't do anything. He's just kind of stuck there, staring at the monster in some kind of horror.
Okay, so
next up is Coen.
He's been sort of petrified, but his head's above the water, is it?
His head is above the water, but it's just staring up there, mouth kind of open and eyes.
Wake up, Yurt!
He does not respond to that.
God damn it!
Your turn, Coen.
I'm going to call down the blessings of the great and vengeful vast. And so I reach my sword in the air and shout,
boss.
"Here, kitty! Here, good kitty! You're a good kitty! Bless us three with your blessings!" And I cast the spell Bless, which gives you a little bit of a boost to your attacks, basically.
Cool. What specifically?
A shiny golden sort of furry aura comes down out of the sky and surrounds each of us and gives you, you get 1d4, an extra 1d4 on all your attack rolls and saving throws.
Nice.
On attack rolls and damage rolls, or just attack rolls?
Attack and saving throws. Pretty sure it is.
All right, cool. That's awesome.
It's called a buff.
Sweet. Who does that all affect? Is it just people within a certain range?
No, 3 of us. So it affects 3 creatures.
Okay, so everyone but Yerp.
I would have done Yurt, but he's gone and got himself frozen. So it'll be us 3 instead.
All right, next up is Skumk.
I think that I will first use Shillelagh to turn the handlebars of the scoop buddy that I'm still carrying with me into a magical Shillelagh.
Sounds like some kind of instrument.
It's an instrument of hitting.
Or a folk rock song.
Sort of like a drumstick.
I will cast Entangle on him to make a bunch of vines come up and
grab him.
It'll have to be seaweed because it's water.
It's like white seaweed because it's
salt
cave water.
Yes.
All right, and you center this around him.
Yeah. How close is the goblin to him?
The goblin is about 8 feet away.
And that goblin has a name.
His name is Yerp.
Yerp is 8 feet
My
away.
best friend.
Your best friend in the whole world.
Yeah, I'll center it in such a way so that he doesn't get hit.
Okay, so how large is this thing?
It is 10 feet.
10 feet. All right, so it's gonna be 10 feet around him in such a way that it's mostly
20 feet.
away from. It's 20 feet.
But still.
So basically anything behind him is bad territory.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna do this. What does he have to roll?
He has to roll a strength saving throw.
All right, so you have +2 to wisdom, I take it?
I have +4 to wisdom.
So 14. Yeah, he did not handle that, so he is entangled.
Yeah, and how far away is he from us?
He's still about 30 feet away from you.
And are we sure it's a he? Because I don't know if, have we gone down and checked?
Honestly, there's no real way. Because the thing is, I don't want to say, but it seems to be a mixture of both. The voices coming from it they're screams from men and women.
There's a bit of both
alike.
there.
So the creature of indeterminate gender.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this thing does not look like it was born.
Like it was made to do the dirty.
Next up is the monster.
The monster mash.
The monster is stuck
was a
in one
graveyard
spot.
smash.
So he's stuck. He can't reach the dude, so he's going to do a strength saving throw.
Oh.
And fail. So we'll use the gender neutral. It is stuck in one spot. So next up is Jelly.
All right. Well, guys.
Is Jelly smoking a cigarette actually in character as well? Just let's...
Shh. Mom, I'm not. Okay, I'm not. Shush. My mom doesn't listen to this. What am I talking about? I hope she does. I hope to God she doesn't listen to this.
Do you need me to edit that out?
No, she needed to find out sometime, I guess. Also, Mom, your son's bisexual.
What a way to find out.
I guarantee you, if she did start listening to this, she did not get this far in. Just a bunch of nerds talking about monsters.
This is the first episode. She decided to jump in now and have a listen.
She decided.
Should I put that on our advertisement? Trevor makes a major announcement.
Yes. So,
let me guess. Chromatic orb.
Yeah,
yep.
That's exactly what I was gonna guess.
I cast my only attack spell, Chromatic Orb. And we're going to make this cold damage.
All right, we're going to go with your attack roll of 19. Okay. And I need you to roll for damage there.
And 14 damage.
14 damage.
Jelly has tasted blood, and she's now a hardened killer.
Doesn't hurt that this thing is not human.
Very much so.
All right, so you fire your chromatic orb, and as we described, it looks like a bowling ball with swirling liquid ice, which would be water, but it looks like ice.
Like crystalline water. Got it.
Yeah, and once it hits it shatters. And you see the ice spread around its body, and it grows. It kind of stiffens a bit, but then breaks out of it. But definitely looks injured in some way. I don't know what that way is. There is limits to my imagination. So fuck you.
No limits.
I feel very attacked right now.
Does the water around it?
You can tell it's injured because it suddenly screams in pain in unison. Like, all the screams that come from it are in pain. They all sound like this.
Does the water around it freeze?
The water around it actually does freeze, but almost as quickly as it freezes, it melts.
Oh, well, how's Yerp doing?
Yerp has to do a thing.
A thing?
Do that thing.
I shout
do that
encouragement
thing
to you. Go! Do that thing, Yurt! You can do it.
You do.
Yeah, do it.
I can't say that. It's got to do a wisdom saving throw. Yeah. And he
Oh.
fails again
You suck, yeah.
by rolling a
Damn
5.
it.
It's not very wise.
I'm beginning
And let's see.
to think about whether Yerp is worth saving.
I mean, the little red shirt that he's wearing should be a giveaway.
Oh, cool. Here we go. So based off of that roll, Yerp at least gets to do a melee attack.
Oh,
Because the only thing within his reach is this thing. So Yerp, he still has that glazed over look in his eyes as he makes this attack, but he does make an attack against the monster.
Guys, real quickly, do you think Yerp is worth saving? I mean, he can't fight for shit.
He's a great
He
dude.
yeah.
He can't fight for shit, and
He
he's
knows
kind of racist.
the secret handshake.
But he's kind of racist, and he's a shit fighter.
And also, while he's up there dealing with it, we can stand back here and just lob stuff at him.
Cannon fodder, I gotcha.
We goblins are used to it.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
He rolled a 16, so he did get a hit there. So he's a little bit closer now. He's now within 5 feet of the monster, and he got a little hit in.
What does it look like Yerp fighting while he's treading water?
No, it's not that deep.
It just the way it looks is like he just takes his one of his daggers, or he takes his longsword out and just randomly hacks at it. It's just like you just see it pop out of the water and he hacks at it, and that's it. There doesn't seem to be. It doesn't look like someone who is intending to make an attack. It just looks like a random attack, like it's just a random slash.
He's like a sword dolphin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's called Drunken Master style.
Drunken
Goblins invented it.
Drunken sword dolphin style.
Drunken sword dolphin.
All right, so I'm up. So Coen has a bunch of nicely weighted blacksmith's hammers on his belt, and I pull one of those out and flash it in the air, and I throw it. I throw it at one of these ugly mouths on this thing. So I missed. I think
You rolled a 7.
With that roll, I hit the island.
Well, actually, you know what? Roll your 1d4, dude. You're blessed.
It's not going. Is that going to help?
Do it.
Is there a chance? Nope. 9.
9. You hit it.
Oh, what?
I shit you not. Its AC is that low.
Okay.
Damn.
All right. But I probably don't hit the mouth I was aiming for.
No, you do boop one of the eyes, and it blinks, and
You boop it in its snoot.
I booped it.
you booped it in an eye. So go ahead and roll your damage for that hammer.
Take 8 damage.
You really are afraid of getting near that thing, aren't you?
Not a lot of points staying back going up to
It's
it.
creepy.
It is creepy.
Skumk waves his arms around weirdly, and a light comes out of him and bathes all of the creatures in light. Fairy fire.
Whoa.
I like how you describe it, then go, fairy fire.
I think,
right.
A whole bunch of fairies fly out of your fingers.
yeah, and then they
You
set
do
everybody on fire.
You do spirit fingers.
Yes.
Yeah, he does some woo with
Some
his
jazz
fingers.
hands.
Any creature in the area of the spell is also outlined if it fails a dexterity saving throw.
Our boy, our thing, our monster fails the dexterity saving throw. So you see this glowing tower of eyes and mouths.
Isn't it cool?
No, it's
And
not. It's kind
what
of
color?
terrifying.
What color glow is this giant tower of eyes and mouths?
Bright green.
Hey, that's bright green.
Because
All
it's
right,
easier to
and-
see in the dark. Because we have dark vision.
And Yerp, he definitely fails. So Yerp is now glowing as well. So what color is Yerp glowing?
I think he's glowing like purple because that's the color of friendship.
And what about you guys? Are you guys glowing? No, it's a 20-foot cube, and the light is a 10-foot radius. So yeah. Okay, no, you guys would not be colorful. So it's a green tower of eyes and mouths and a purple little head popping out of the water. Wow, that sounds really
I don't know what it sounds like, but it sounds like something.
Did you know that certain whales do? Never mind. I'm not going to.
Sperm whales. Great joke.
No. Actually, certain whales just put their penises up out of the water and will wait for other whales to see it and come along and get to business.
That's great. Let's move on. All right.
So efficient, the
so
whales.
Skumk, that was your action. You made things glow. Good job.
Yeah.
And now it's the monster.
If that has a mechanical effect, it wasn't necessarily intended. Also, I think to goblins,
So,
the green
he's
glow
gonna just
is
attack you.
extra weird because it's like a gross flesh color as far as goblins are concerned because it's green.
It failed to hit Erp as it moved its little towering mouthpiece thing down to hit Yerp. Both times it was like bobbing for apples. It failed miserably. It just came up with nothing, even though Yerp's like glowing right in front of it. That was the monster's shitty attack. Jelly's turn.
Yay! It's
Do
me,
we
guys.
even know if it's necessarily trying to attack us? Maybe it's just trying to give
Well,
us kisses.
you can't because you entangled it, so if it wanted to attack you, it couldn't move. So it's attacking the first thing that's in front of it.
Well, I entangled those drow too, and they're our best friends.
It is attacking Yurt, so that's a good sign.
Yeah,
Or a
depends on
bad
your
sign,
feelings towards
depending
Yerp,
on
I
what
guess.
kind of sign we're looking for.
Yeah, fuck it. I throw another chromatic orb at it.
All right, let's do this.
Who needs creativity?
Well, the thing is, never mind. I'm not going to go into my plan. This time I'm going to choose thunder. I'm going to choose thunder damage. 18.
You definitely hit him with 18. Your chromatic sphere pops out of your hands, or
It's an orb, Stan.
What is an orb but a sphere?
What are shapes, though? Whenever you really
no,
think
in a way
about
we're
it,
not
In a way,
at all a
aren't we
sphere.
all
But
spheres?
your orb pops out, and this time it looks like a bowling ball with
Coen is kind of
with
spherical.
clouds swirling around inside of it, and it gives a sense of being heavy, despite just being an orb that's flying right at the thing. So it looks like a particularly heavy bowling ball. It hits the grotesque monster, and the monster just vibrates like a tuning fork, and it screams in pain. But when it screams in pain, it does so with a little vibrato, like if you punched an opera singer.
as
One of
I've
my
done many
favorite
times.
pastimes.
Yes, Jody and I are the heads of the notorious street gang, the Opera Punchers.
All right. So next up,
That one
is
time I punched
your-
Dame Nellie Melba was the best day of my life. She was 90-something, so it was a bit harsh. But
It seems like that would be a very satisfying punch.
there was definitely
Well, hey,
crunch. There was definitely a crunch in that punch.
Ivan, let's not judge how Jody gets his pleasure in life, okay? Live and let live.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot in this life. If he gets some semblance of happiness from punching elderly opera singers, who are we?
No,
All right, so-
chase your bliss. Chase your bliss.
So Yerp rolls a 14, and suddenly you see his eyes come back into focus, and he goes, "Oh, shit, guys, that was just the craziest damn thing. What are you guys doing all the way over there?"
We're doing the smart thing and throwing stuff at it.
Doing our job.
You should
You
come
should come
over
back
here
here.
with us.
It's a lot
fine.
safer.
It's like a carnival.
party.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. You know, I did bring a bow and arrow. I was
Jesus
just thinking, you know, I'm better at hitting things than than from a distance. It's a preference, and I figured you guys would help. But it's okay. No, really, it's okay. Okay.
Well-
So he swims over to you guys.
Do we have to save him?
And he's actually saying all this while he's doggy paddling, because that's how goblins swim. That's canon now.
It's called goblin paddling.
Or gobby paddling.
And once he arrives, he turns to Coen and he goes, could you give me an assist on this? It's really hard for me to shoot a bow and arrow while I'm in the water. If you could just kind of lift me up.
Sure. I pick him up by the scruff of his neck.
It's like you're just holding this
All right.
toddler-sized person who's holding a bow and arrow.
We're being really nonchalant about fighting this horrifying screech.
None of us have taken damage yet, so
Yeah, it was scary until you managed to tie it down, which was a nice move.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate your help here. So bear with
just
me.
fire the
Let
fucking
me,
arrow, Jesus!
He whips out
Talking is a free
He
action.
whips out an arrow from his quiver and sets it in his bow. All right.
Jesus,
He does
fucking
3 damage.
Christ.
So you see the arrow pops out of his bow and does this nice little parabolic arc and just lands inside the squishy skin of this disgusting monster.
Coen, drop him in the water.
Coen does drop him in the water because it's my turn to go.
And he pops out of the water and goes, "I got it!"
Well done, Yurt. I pat Yurt on the head.
He goes, "Oh, wait. He pops out again and fires another arrow.
Does he,
All
when he
right,
pops
so-
out of the water, does he yell sneak attack?
Sneak attack!
And he's like, "Sneak attack!" And he gets it. He gets another little bow inside of it. Or no, another little arrow inside of it.
No, he throws
Okay.
his bow at the creature.
Next up is Coen.
All right. Coen pulls another one of his little daggers out of his not daggers, his little
He
hammers out
pulls
of his
his little
belt.
dagger out of his pants.
He kisses it very gently right on the head of the hammer, and then throws it.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
All right, you definitely hit it
And
with
I
a
do
19.
8 damage again.
Nice, max damage.
Fuck yeah.
This time I definitely hit it in one of those ugly mouths.
Yeah, you throw it, and it's as it's in the middle of coming back from a scream, and it's bringing its mouth down, and you broke its teeth. Well, that specific mouth.
Ugh.
And you hear another scream coming from all of the mouths going,
I don't have dental insurance.
I'd hate to be this guy's
you hear
dentist.
go, "Damn it!"
Oh, man.
I just got my teeth replaced.
All right, next up is Skumk.
Part of the reason why I used Fairy Fire is because I only have one spell that does damage, and it's an AoE centered on myself.
Oh, you got to go out there and kamikaze it.
How far away is he? Like
He's 30 feet away.
30 feet? I can't even run that far.
How wide is this AoE centered on yourself?
15 feet.
So you only need to go 15 feet.
Yeah, I'll run into the water 15 feet.
Well, you can't run in the water.
And
You're
then-
swimming.
Yeah.
Okay.
And doesn't that cut his movement in half?
It does cut his movement in half. I'm going to cheat on that a little bit and say that he can go 20 feet because I did the same thing with Yerk.
I'm just tall enough. I think I'm a little taller than Yerk, so I can wade just at the
If you could go 20
bottom.
feet so it doesn't hit us, that'd be nice.
I go 20 feet, and then
All right. Well,
I
before you
cast
do this, before you
Thun-
cast it, once I need you to do a wisdom saving throw.
14,
You are fine.
I cast Thunder Wave,
Nice. He has to do what kind of saving throw?
a Constitution throw.
Oh shit!
Oh,
20, natural 20.
natural 20.
Yeah. So he totally
Maybe it ducks under the water.
he totally resists. Well, actually, you know what? Gosh darn it, he's gonna have disadvantage. So 5.
Oh, of course.
So good roll, but too bad. He rolls a 5. He gets the full brunt of the attack.
All right. So that's 2d8. 5 damage.
Wow. Okay.
Listen, it's not that strong, but he does it with a lot of flair.
Hell
Wait,
of a lot
what
of
about
flair.
Jody's buff?
Oh, the buff.
The
buff doesn't.
the buff
help.
doesn't
Doesn't
apply to damage.
Do
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I
So
remember.
basically, what you guys see from afar is Skumk does some sort of weird casting motion. A splash occurs in the center of where he's at that kind of looks like someone just did a cannonball.
It's really loud.
Yeah, it's a loud cannonball.
And we're in a cave, so it echoes.
And you see that same tuning fork vibration from the monster again. And he's just like,
It also would be pushed 10 feet, but it is entangled, so I'm not sure if that happens.
You see him, since he's like this weird, like, conal tower, the tip of the cone dip back into the water and then flip back up.
Gross.
And then after it goes quiet, there's just this little plop of all these bats just falling out of the ceiling, dead.
All right.
Poor bats.
Next up is the monster. The monster's going to do the strength saving throw to see if he can finally get out of this piece of shit.
Fail.
And it fails.
Jeez, this monster.
This thing is forever
You rolled
entangled.
a 7.
It
I'm
rolled
feeling
a
kind of
7.
bad now.
Your spell is the best, Skumk.
Yeah, it's the only thing I do.
So you're just standing there.
Any
throwing
chance we can just
shit at it
we can
till
just leave
dies.
it? We can just leave it there and walk away.
Wait, actually, could we
That's
do
a
that?
Good point. We could just.
It'll catch up to us probably.
It does
Is
do.
it scared
I'm
enough
sorry.
of us to
It
just
does
leave
do
us
one
alone?
thing with Skumk out there. You see it spit at you, Skumk, and I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw. All right, you failed the saving throw, so it spits at you, and it spits a little glob of grossness, and it explodes like right at you, and it's this.
You just got
It's
slimed.
this super bright flash of light. You are now completely blinded.
Gross. Skumk ducks his head into the water and like shakes it around.
All right. Next up is Jelly.
I have a question about the environment. What's the ceiling of this cave look like?
You can't see it from where
Are there
you're
any
at. It looks dark.
Hoping there would be some stalactites. Could I cause a cave-in, guys?
It's a really large room.
I don't think it would be useful in the long run.
Thinking
Alright.
long term here.
I like to take a view of the big picture.
Skumk is a macro man. Macro man.
From my
He wants to be a macro man.
from my perch in the ivory tower, you all look
Okay,
like
I
ants.
cast Chill Touch. Nope,
All right.
I create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature I can see within range. So this skeletal hand is just going to appear on this thing. Okay, he has to make a dexterity. It has to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. And it's going to do so with disadvantage.
Holy fuck!
Oh, shit.
So this,
Critical miss.
1d8
All right.
product damage. 8, motherfucker! Suck my ghostly skeletal hand, motherfucker!
Nice. The full amount of damage. So the ghostly hand pokes, two of its fingers pokes some of the eyes, and one of the mouths yells out, "Motherfuck!" And then it punches into the mouth, and then the whole thing starts vibrating. It kind of explodes like a volcano. Like, just this nastiness starts shooting out from the top until the entire blob thing just withers into a weird husk of eye sockets and mouths, and it's dead.
Huzzah!
How's
And-
that
and
for a science
Coen,
experiment?
Coen picks up jelly butter and swings her around,
I'm very uncomfortable with this.
but you get it done anyway.
I just kind of do that thing. I pat him on the back to let him know the hug's
Am
over.
I within the grossness radius?
You are within the grossness radius. You are
Oh,
covered,
you are
in,
covered
in,
in
in
gross.
muck, and it's like all over inside the water. You're just swimming in
I mean,
disgustingness, which might actually be a
it's
thing that
not that
Skunk
bad.
is into.
I'm not into it.
How bad does it smell, Skumk?
That's a weird thing to ask Skunk, since he likes smelling terrible.
Let's head to that island.
Yeah, so that's the big question now. What are you going to do to head to that island?
It's going to be difficult getting Coen there because he's a human anchor.
It gets deeper. It gets deeper as it goes in, doesn't it?
That's correct.
I think we should circle. I think we should circle around the outside and see if we can find a way. Maybe somebody's left a boat lying around or something.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I agree with this guy. Yeah, let's kind of look around or something.
I have
you
some.
know?
Look around.
I have something that can help with that.
Oh, what's that?
I hold my hand up in the air and I shoot a firebolt in the air so that we get a brief flash of the surrounding area.
Okay. You shoot your firebolt in the air, and you see the cavern ceiling is about 100 feet high.
Wow.
And more bats just flop down.
Yeah, more bats
into
just
the
kind
water.
of freak the fuck out.
It's okay. Life is meaningless now. I realize that.
Let's make our way along the shelf. Head right. I don't care.
Let's go ahead and have you guys roll a perception check.
20.
All right. Skumk rolled a 20 on the perception check. That pretty much negates the rest of you from having to do anything. Though Coen definitely passed with an 11. All right. So, Skumk, you immediately notice, based on that
Is
little bit of...
Skumk blind?
No. Skump's blindness...
Let's deal with that first.
Skump's blindness is
I
now
emerge
over.
from the water with better vision than ever.
Oh, yeah.
Skump's vision slowly comes back, and as it comes back, the first thing he notices, given the fading light
There's a
of
whole
that
bunch of dead bats in the water.
Floating
the
around.
firebolt, is some kind of lever at the wall near where the water is spouting out from.
Hey, there's a spooky dungeon lever over there. Classic dungeons, am I right? Let's pull it.
Hey, Yurt, you want to pull that lever for us?
Would I?
I'll be over here.
Pulling levers is what I was born to do. And he happily swims over. Again, really just trying to impress you guys, particularly Skumk. And he heads over to the lever, then yanks it, and the water stops spilling out from the spout. And suddenly you hear a loud rumbling sound. The water immediately starts getting more shallow. And I'm going to need you guys to do...
Good job.
I need you guys all to do a Constitution saving throw. All right, Jelly rolls a
Are we
16.
going to get sucked down the plug hole?
Coen is a 14.
9.
Skump rolled a 9, and Europe rolled a 19. The rest of you managed to swim or just run to a safe area as the water starts draining down, except for Skump. Skump is swimming and trying to get back, but he keeps getting sucked. He seems to be getting sucked down with the rest of the water.
Skunk is going down the plug hole. I grab my rope out of my pack and try and throw it to him.
You throw. Let's do a DC 10 of dexterity on your part, Coen.
All right. I'm scared because... All right, here we go. Yep, that might happen.
I create.
You throw the rope and it just it dangles in front of you.
I create a mage hand for Skump to grab onto.
All right.
Can you take the rope to Skunk with the mage hand?
Good idea. I do that instead.
All right. The mage hand grabs the rope and takes it, runs it over to Skunk. Skunk, I need you to do a dexterity saving throw.
Wow, good throw, Coen.
You're welcome. Just trying to help.
7.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Oh, thank God I gave this a low one. All right, Skunk, you managed to grab onto the rope, even though you rolled a 7. Fortunately, the DC was really low. And you hold onto the rope. It gets really, really hard. You can't pull yourself up, but you are now left dangling on a cliff.
Can I tow him in?
Yeah, you can, but this is what he sees. You are dangling on a cliff as you see the water just shrink down into this basin and then just disappear inside these grates. And then the grates close. And I call it as grates, but they're not really like these metal grates. They're just these little slivers in the ground, and then they just kind of refill back.
Don't sound that great to me.
I don't know why person would purposefully make that exist, but that I'm used to that. I'm from a dungeon under a swamp.
Don't question the reality.
You know, these dungeon architects, you get carried away.
They're always a little mad.
Yeah. Plus, there is a reason, but I'm not going to tell it to you because you don't need to know that yet. So, now, are you going to pull Skumk in or what?
I am going to pull Skunk in.
Okay. So you pull Skumk in, you pull him up over the little cliff's edge. Now, as you walk towards the cliff's edge, you get a little bit better a view of what's in front of you, in such that there is a bridge. And this bridge was originally underwater, but now is perfectly available to you to cross.
Europe,
And it
I'm gonna
takes
just do a perception check on. I'm gonna do a perception check on that bridge, just in case there's any trolls underneath.
No,
it.
don't even bother.
Sure.
Europe, you want to cross that bridge, buddy?
Do I? I love crossing bridges. And he goes, but hold on a second. And he runs up to the spout and he goes, hey, everybody, it's safe. The monster was killed or whatever it was. And
Don't go down the slide, though, because there's no water for you to land
Is there
in.
water still coming out of the slide?
No, the water stopped coming out of the slide.
Oh.
You hear, okay, we'll figure something out. We'll get down there shortly.
They have rope.
Yeah, they got rope, but they'll figure something out. They're not all going to be popping down at once. He's just letting them know that it's safe. So he goes, all right, now to test that bridge. He runs to the bridge, and as he's crossing the bridge, he throws his arms up in the air as though he were some kind of runner finishing a marathon, and he's about to hit the tape. And he's just so excited and delighted that all things are just coming up Europe.
Woo!
He makes it to the island, and he goes, wow, that was great. Now you guys.
Yeah! I run too.
I do what Yurt did.
I do like cartwheels.
I walk across like a normal person.
Now you're on the island, and what you see in front of you, this island leads into a kind of hallway. The hallway isn't a cavern type hallway. It looks like it was constructed. The floor, the walls, and the ceiling that you can see, because you're only seeing a little bit of the entrance right now, is made of stone, and it's perfectly paved.
So there's basically like a cave in front of us with a hallway.
That's nice.
Right. Well, you're in a cave, but in front of you is this hallway that leads out into the cave, or the cave leads into this hallway, depending on your perspective.
Shall we go down this cave, guys, or are we going to wait for the other goblins?
I think we should wait for the goblins.
Yeah, maybe we should wait.
Have
for
you
the
ever
Ah,
hung out with a
Sure,
horde of
let's-
goblins? It's great.
Well, like, we don't want all of them going in and running into another monster. Like, we should probably go first and scout it out.
Well,
This is true. What do you think,
Once
Yurt?
they're down here, we can scout out again, but first we should let them get to us.
Yerp says, they'll be fine. This place is fine. I'll go, what, you can come with me or whatever. I'm going to go look. This is pretty crazy. This is interesting. I've never seen anything like this.
Well, if Yurt says so.
He is the de facto leader.
He is now.
I disapprove of
So
this.
you guys head forward with Yerp, and what you see as you enter into that hallway, at the very top, kind of almost looking like it's hanging from the ceiling, and this is shortly from the entrance, you see a sculpture of a large stone sculpture of a spider. And as you enter the hallway, these torches on either side of you just magically light up for you. And
That seems normal.
And you can see, obviously, now as a result. But finally, at the end of this hallway, you enter into what appears to have been a temple. In there now is essentially nothing. But at the far end, there is a small altar with nothing on it. And behind the altar is a sculpture of a woman with 3 arms. The upper arms are in the air, with the hands armed with daggers, as if they're about to strike down. The middle arms are reaching for an embrace, and the lower arms are planted just below her pelvis in a mockery of seduction.
I'm going to call her Stabby Hug Cuddle Fuck.
Can we make some kind of check to know what this is?
Religion check.
You can do all kinds of checks.
I'm gonna check her out.
I'll make
Check her out.
I'm making a religion check. 17.
All right, with a religion check, Jelly, you recognize this as some kind of avatar of the drow goddess Lolth, also known as the demon spider queen.
Oh, I know some demon spider queen worshippers.
Well, guys, it was nice adventuring with you, but I'm out, and I start walking back toward the hallway. Dealt with some spiders on the way here. Didn't like that. Fuck no, I'm not having any of this.
Yeah, but you ate them. They were crunchy
Nope.
and delicious.
Nope. I'm out. I'm done with spiders. I'm done.
Jelly, we need you.
Nope. I'm out. I'm already in the hallway.
There are a lot of different sects
I'm gonna
of demon spider queen worshippers. Some of them just like straight up murder people for pretty much no reason.
I'll forward you
I'm
my
gonna
new
do a
address.
perception check. I'm gonna do a perception
All right.
check on Stabby Fuck Cuddle Fuck's altar.
Oh, on the altar?
I rolled a 20.
Just the altar?
And the altar and the statue.
Okay, because the altar doesn't have shit. There's nothing on the fucking altar. However,
Well, no, sometimes you can open altars.
yeah. Well,
and there's
this
things
one,
underneath
this
them.
is
It's
nothing.
not
It's a platform, really.
Well, I get on the platform and check out Stabby Fuck Cuddle.
You
Fuck.
notice that Lulth, the upper arms are articulated, as though you can pull both of them down.
All
The
right.
stab ones or the hug ones?
Yeah, I think the stabby ones.
Those are the stabby ones.
So you bring the knife down. All right, this is probably not a good idea, but I pull on them.
Which one?
Oh, have they both got daggers?
They both have daggers.
All right, the one on the left facing me.
Okay. You pull the left arm down, and on your left side, a door opens in the middle of a stone wall. So it's a secret door. As you do that, the right arm of hers just falls off.
Oh, well, we're not going to pull the right arm then.
This belongs in a museum.
I somehow don't think these spider worshippers are actually history yet. But once we make them history, then we can put them in a museum. So there's nothing else in this room? Just an exit now?
No, there's just this exit.
I'm
You
already
can do an
walking towards
investigation
it.
check if you like.
Sure.
I'm going to
Yeah.
investigate it.
All right.
11.
Okay. Coen, you notice that there's an open door that you just opened. Jelly, on the other hand,
Hey guys, look, there's an open door here.
Jelly, on the other hand, she notices that the room is completely devoid of any life. There is no evidence that anyone or anything has been here recently, yet the entire place is immaculate. There's no dust anywhere, and ironically, no cobwebs either.
And no bugs.
No bugs.
I want to do a check for magics.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Nice.
That's an Arcana check.
So you're doing an Arcana check?
I am.
It's faint, the magic that's here, but is definitely a kind of shadow magic that had been utilized here quite a lot.
Of course, it's shadow magic.
And you can start hearing behind you, the goblins are starting to kind of gather up together. They're making a little bit of noise from the island, and it seems like they're starting to make their way.
I wonder if they should wait while we check out.
We're
ahead.
over here, guys.
I don't.
And they go, "Oh, all right, we're coming." Yerp says, "Yeah, guys, this is pretty cool. We got a statue and everything, and then this door opened.
Yeah,
this
it's
Coen
weird
guy,
over
he's like
here."
so smart for a human."
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Hey, you group of goblin people. Do you want to wait in this room while we check out everything, see what's ahead, just to make sure it's safe?
Okay, yeah, we could use a little bit of a rest. I mean, that was a long walk across everything. And Yerp
Across
goes,
the bridge.
Everybody make sure you don't give that...
Haven't you been resting for hours now?
Everybody make sure you don't give that statue a hug, because it has knives. It looks like
Oh,
it wants
wow,
to hug,
yeah.
but it also has knives.
Only one knife now.
Yerp says, "I'll make sure everything's okay. You just come down here and let us know if everything's okay."
I just noticed the lower hands on the statue, and I turn my head and blush.
I just imagine the lower hands just pointing at the genital
It's
space.
just
Like Pee Wee Herman.
Through the door, you find a stairwell, and it's just going up. And you go up and up this stairwell, and it goes up quite high.
So
until
Yurt
you
is staying
reach-
behind this time.
Yerp is staying behind this time. It's just the three of you.
Oh, no red shirt.
And
the three
at
of
the
us.
top,
Here, Coen, here's the sweater that I made you.
Thank you. It's beautiful.
It's bright red, your
and
favorite
at the
color.
top
I
of
love
the
the
stairs, you find a chain. There's like nothing else. There's just this chain. It's hanging from the ceiling.
Okay,
Just at
so
the
kind
top of the stairs, and they
the
just
staircase. The staircase comes to a dead end, or a
Right,
platform.
comes to a dead end with a chain with a handle dangling from the ceiling.
So I assume this is how we flush. Shall we?
So,
shall
pull
we-
the handle.
Yeah, go on. Jelly pulls the handle.
No, I know you.
All right.
You pull.
All right,
No,
I
Coen,
I pull the handle.
All right, you pull the handle, and just above you, a trapdoor opens, kind of falls inwards, and just above you is a little ledge that you can pull yourselves up from.
Okay.
So we
do
can
that.
climb up into it.
Well, they can, you can't.
Okay,
You're very small.
I'm too short.
I yell.
Can I lift? I want to lift Skumk up to the ledge.
Okay, if Skumk is cool with that.
Yeah. Go for it.
All right.
I give him a boost.
So you lift Skumk up, and Skumk, do you climb up or do you just look around first?
I poke my head up above the threshold of the trapdoor and look around.
Behind you is just another wall, but in front of you is a long hallway with a few dimly lit torches going all the way down. And on either side of the hallway are dungeon cells. But at least in the cells that you can see, there don't appear to be anyone in them. Just dust, rot, and mold. At the very far end of the hallway, you can see a door.
You gotta fill up your dungeon with something.
Throw down, buddy. Throw down a rope.
Well, we can lift ourselves up now. I don't think we.
Yeah,
need a-
I'll clamber all the way up into there.
Yeah, no, it's only like a foot taller than you and Coen.
All right.
You guys could.
So we climb up.
So you climb up, and Coen, you see everything I just described to Skumk, and this. So do you, Jelly. I assume you proceed down this hallway.
Yep.
Perception check first.
All right, you rolled a 16. You notice that nothing here seems to have been used in at least decades.
So no skeletons or armor or anything.
It
like that.
reminds me of my old bedroom.
Sounds very romantic.
It was a dirty cell full of goblin children.
All right, I head to the door and listen to the door. See if there's
All right.
anything on the other side.
You walk up to the door, and you don't hear anything on the other side. But you do notice
Open it.
it's locked.
Oh,
But-
how hard is the door? How
The
solid
door
is it?
is an old wooden door.
And we can bust through that easily.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
of busting it down. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'd bust it.
What's best to move?
I do that cop move where you just kick the door down
With your uninjured foot, right?
with my uninjured foot. Actually, I
Right.
kick it with my injured foot first, then I jump around for a bit,
No,
and then I kick it with
Yeah,
my
you
No,
gotta
he-
channel your anger.
He jumps around on his injured foot, and then he looks at the door and concentrates, and then raises his hands in the air and crane kicks it with the other foot.
Kicks the
He says,
door.
this time, it's personal.
All of those things at exactly the same time.
Let's do a strength roll on that.
It's a quantum
This
superposition
is
of
going to
kicking.
be embarrassing if I fail.
11.
11.
How tough is this door?
You're fine. You kick right through the door. It just falls off of its hinges and lands down
Does it
on
seem
a staircase.
old?
It's quite old.
Like, does it seem broken down because of its age?
Oh yeah, it's warped and shitty. It's a garbage old door.
Okay.
It was once a great door for a dungeon, but is now a piece of shit lying on stairs. Speaking of,
No, it should
behind
be
the
in a
door
museum.
is stairs, and the stairwell is leading up. So
Head up.
at the top of the stairs is another kind of a door. It's like an attic door, so it's like a trap door from the top. From the bottom, it's just you slide it open. This one's really an easy one to figure out. It's got a little handle and everything.
All right, we try and open it.
Sure.
All right. So you open it, and you can walk right out. The stairs go right up to it. Inside, you are now inside what appears to be a brewery. There's these giant barrels everywhere. And you see like some boiling water being used to make whatever that is they're brewing. There's another staircase leading up. And just above your heads on the wooden ceiling, you can hear some movement.
Just before I head for that door, the brewery, does it look like it's been used recently?
Yes, it looks like it's been used quite a lot recently.
What does it smell like?
You are smelling nothing. It smells fine. If anything, it smells like unfermented hops.
Does it smell like they're brewing beer? So
Yes, it smells like they're brewing beer.
all right. And where's this movement that we detected?
Directly above you on the ceiling.
On the
So-
ceiling.
Yeah, so you know there's a staircase going up, so presumably it'd be up. Like if you were to go up the stairs.
Yeah, let me try the door because I'm pretty stealthy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
12.
12? Okay. So you sneakily go up the stairs, quiet as a mouse, and you open up the door, and as you step out, you see a lady just doing some last-minute preparations for her brewery, and she turns around and sees you and says, "Oh, hi. Fancy seeing you here. Come on in. Let's have a drink."
Jelly blushes.